Hello people, so today we're going to be looking at function values. This is a more intuitive approach to how to explain a function. So some people will understand what a function is from the previous video, some people will not. Some people will find this explanation more useful. So if I have a number line of my x values, and if I have another number line with my output values, which is f of x. Let me just draw some numbers here. 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, 2, 3, 4. And here let's draw some other values in a different color. So 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, and let's put minus 3. So I'm going to draw arrows from my input values to my output values. So essentially this is what a function does. You put a number in and it spits out another number. So if I put 0 into this function, I get 0 back. If I put 1 into this function, I get 2 back. If I put minus 1 into this function, I get minus 2 back. If I put 2 into this function, I get 4 back. Now, from this alone, you could guess what my equation for my function is. My f of x is equal to 2x, a really simple function. Now, what you might also find in functions is they have some sort of, so they have an unknown value, which is, let's say, that's our 2x, and then they have a constant next to it. Constant meaning something that doesn't change, so let's say 2x plus 1. How do we find out where does our function intersect our xy axis, and how do we know how it looks like? Well, what I want you to do is start putting numbers from the number line. Usually the best ones to insert are 0. So if I insert 0, I get 2 times 0 plus 1. So this is 0 on the x-axis, and my function at the point 0 has the value of 1. So somewhere around here, 1. Now, you might also deduce if what happens when my y-axis is 0. So my y is 0 and it equals 2x plus 1. Now, if I move my 1 to the other side, I get 2x and minus 1, and that is basically x equals minus 1 half. So basically somewhere around here, and all I have to do is just draw a straight line because this is a linear function. Linear meaning it's a line. Okay, so that's how we graph our function. Those are the 2 points we focus on. So our y, or our f of x, we set it to 0, and our x value we set to 0, and then we see where it intersects our xy axis. Now, for a different approach on explaining functions which might help some other people out there. So into this function 2x plus 1, I can input any value I want if x belongs to real numbers. This is very important. So we need to know which domain x is in, which numbers we can use, which we are allowed to use in this case. Let's say we're allowed to use all numbers, all real numbers, so numbers like 2.3. So if we insert a number like 2.1, then what we get is 4.2 plus 1, which is 5.2. if we insert if we insert a whole number -1, let's say, then we get -2 plus 1, which is basically -1. If we insert a number like, let's say 1, 2 times 1 is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, sorry, plus 1 is 3. And so on, and we just carry on with this. And I'm going to build upon this idea, and we'll go through some more functions in my next video. Thanks for watching.